Ha 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 ha.
But I also accept.
Freshest veggies in the land. Those aren't free.
Oh yeah! First blood!
I'm rotating. I'm rotating. I'm gonna be here.
Be careful, right?
Got a Loki chasing my booty cheeks. Didn't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? Yo, he just dashed middle. I repeat, no dash middle. Very killable middle. Damn. All good, all good. Oh, you're level 2. Never mind. Not very killable. Let's get you a camp. Let's get you an XP. How about that? Come do this mid wave with me, or do the Karen, either way. Okay, we'll do the mid wave. Let's get you those mid lefts. I don't know if you got credit for the wave, unfortunately. Okay, these are down. All good. All good. You'll be okay, buddy. Damn. It actually ran out, lol. Our comp on paper is better than theirs. That's always nice. On paper doesn't necessarily mean anything in 2024, but
Enemy missing.
still.
Look what I have for sale.
An enemy has been slain! Your right
You wish you had all the money you've paid in taxes. You'd be 200K richer. Well, you'd also be, you know,
another patriot has
zero education and no roads. So, you know, the trade-off. The trade-off of, you know, living in a, you know, family that's presumably got to produce their own crops because you don't have any education. And so you have to work from home, and you're probably in a family of 13. And so you've got to raise your young siblings. And so you become a de facto parent at the age of 13. You know, there's a lot of negatives that come along with it, for sure.
Let's see what I have to trade.
be careful, right?
Yeah, no firefighters. True, true. Don't want to start a house fire.
Any friends about me?
Would be a tough one. Would be a tough one. No military, of course. Gonna have to get rid of J guy. He knows too much. Damn. Damn. Loki ult down, Karen ult down. Damn, they're so low. They are so freaking low. Damn it, Bobby. I actually played that so well, it just didn't matter. Oh! Shucks. Played it well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Freshest veggies in the land.
Tiptoe out here being like, that would really put a kink in my plans, so
What I have for sale.
gonna have to go ahead and fight for that one.
A good place to start a bonfire.
Unfortunate whiff. Jesus. Hades ult down. Loki ult down. Full tilt tower dive. Boys. Garen ult incoming. They just keep sending their whole team middle. That's 4 people mid. That's tough, man. That's gonna be tough. Ugh. Ugh. Those are some Olympic level divers. They sure are. You know? They sure are. Ugh.
Your left tower is under attack.
I'll go grab some of the new stuff to sell.
These dives are starting to piss me off.
Freshest veggies in the land.
We gotta get Basta some XP so she can actually help me at some point and participate in the game as a jungle character. You know? I would like him to participate in the match
Look at all these veggies.
Your right tower is under
at some point. Would be good. So let the man farm. Let him eat cake.
freedom. Kaboom, baby.
Freshest veggies in the land.
Be careful, enemy missing middle. Retreat middle lane.
Look what I have for sale.
To the rescue.
I might be able to get a blink ult off. Don't even need to. Have a heal. Live. 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 Catch his dash. We kill this guy. We kill this guy.
Freshest veggies in the land.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay. I'll kill this guy. Yeah, don't worry about it, Tara. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I love this store. It's super popular in the slime community.
Hey. Incon, this is why you get 4-man ganked. You don't even have to say it.
Your left tower is under attack.
What I have for sale.
Here it comes.
We won't financially recover.
Loki ult down. Karen ult down. I just should be able. I just should be able to make that play, you know? Hades here. I just should be able to make that play because I know that I have a jungler next to me, and I should be able to be fine, but I can't because my jungler is level 4.
Nailed it.
You know? It's frustrating. It's frustrating that I have to edit my gameplay and play more passively and make incorrect plays because if I make the correct play, I'm going to die because I don't have a teammate, you know? It's frustrating. Brings us back to our conversation earlier. The best mid laner is a good jungle. That's the best mid laner in the game. There's no better pick than having a competent jungler. So frustrating. Okay. You know what's also frustrating? How badly he just missed that ability and it still hit me. What the hell? Suck my nuts, Karen.
Tell your friends about me.
Karen ult down. Karen Aegis down. Hades is at half HP. There's a Loki here. Hades ult down. Hades very low. He's got dash in like 3 seconds. Can't dash if you're dead. Have a heal. Good play. Oh no. I believe in you, actually. Damn it. Couldn't get my 2 off in time before I got silenced. Ugh. Grr.
It's okay. Catch your breath.
Things that make you go grr. All right, here we go. Bastet did, in fact, finally get some XP, which is nice. Which is nice.
Freshest veggies in the land.
Mm-hmm.
Your left. Freedom! Thanks.
Let's get this tower.
I got your back, brother.
Enemy ultimate. Nailed it.
What I have for sale.
All right.
Freshest veggies in the land.
Heading over. You do not need me.
Thanks. Your middle tower is under attack.
All right. Here we go. For reals this time, baby. For reals this time. We got this, Bastet. Yeah, let's go.
An enemy has been slain.
Luckily, Asugi's crushing it.
Anakin is left.
He a big boy over there. He a big boy. I like a them big boys.
Right tower is under attack.
Speaking of big boys,
Are you alright?
we're only like 2, 3? I think we're 3 weeks away from the
Veggies in the land. There's another
Next dose.
Loki ult down. This is fun.
Tell your friends
Love getting ulted on cooldown. We are 3 weeks away from the Brian Shaw Classic, which will be absolutely a blast to watch. So that'll be super exciting.
Be careful left. Be careful left.
Very excited.
Your team has destroyed a right.
A lot of really heavy events. By far the heaviest events in Strongman. So it'll be fun to
those aren't free.
it'll be fun to watch them go at it. It's a pretty low Hades.
An enemy has been slain.
He's playing aggressive, so somebody must be here. Or he's just a psycho.
Let me place the waypoint here.
What I have for sale.
Okay. It's just Bobby.
Tell your friends about me.
Would you do a watch party for it? I'm sure I would get it taken down. So no. It's a
Your left tower is under attack.
almost all strongman events are pay-per-view of some sort.
Let's see what I have to trade.
Brian Shaw's is pay-per-view. The Giants' lives are pay-per-view. World's Strongest Man literally isn't on television at all until like 6 months after it happens. The only one I think that is free and live streamed is the Arnold.
Be careful, right? On my way. I'll search the day.
Enemies incoming! Right!
Tell your friends about me.
Wham! Are they supposed to be natural or is it untested? It's untested. Yeah. No, they're all on everything that you can take. Which is, to be honest, more exciting and more fair competition, if you ask me.
Enemies incoming!
Your middle tower is under attack.
Hey, those aren't free.
I concur, Poyo. I concur.
A good place to start a bonfire.
If it's a non-contact sport, I actually think it's probably more fair to let people do PEDs.
Retreat.
Because then everybody's doing it, and it's a part of the competition. You know? If it's illegal, and then, you know, only 20% of people are doing it, then it's not fair. You know? Obviously, in contact sports, that doesn't work because then you start killing people, and that is obviously more important.
What I have for sale.
Your right tower is under attack. Your left tower is under attack.
Got what we needed.
Party in mid or party in mid?
Your middle tower is under
Freshest veggies in the land.
Ultimate is ready.
Well, hey, Stash.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
Damn. Damn.
Boom, baby.
Damn.
Save yourself.
What's up, Astro?
An enemy has been slain.
They test for PEDs in every pro sport? Not necessarily. Depends on your definition of sport and depends on your definition of testing. They don't test you. They don't test you in esports. You can take as many steroids as you want to play League of Legends, bro. You know?
Yes.
Your right tower is under attack. Your team has
That might lead to some broken keyboards and monitors. No, that's just called playing League of Legends. Yeah.
What I have for sale.
be careful left.
Enemy ultimate.
Actually, I think Rod's probably more important. Heading over to right.
An
I guess we can start right.
Look at all these veggies.
Tell your friends about me.
But yeah, strongman. Strongman is like all untested, baby. All untested. Those guys are on everything. They're on everything. They're strongman is interesting because they're all on everything, but while they don't get tested for competition, generically a lot of the stuff that they're taking is just like, you know, illegal, right? Which means that they still can't really talk about it because they might be taking substances that are technically illegal in the countries that they live in. So while the competition maybe doesn't care, you know, like the state might care.
Retreat!
What I have for sale.
I got you. Dope. Some of those dudes take insulin and help gain weight. That's probably the least of their problems, bro. Those guys are on. Those guys are on every stack of whack that you can take. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna still out of these so fast.
Everything that you can take. The nice thing about strongman is like the guys are super honest about like how unhealthy it is, you know, which I think is like nice. Because sometimes people will see, you know, stuff like that, or they'll like see professional bodybuilding, and they're like, "Oh, look at that! Those guys are at the peak," and it's like, not really. I mean, they are so unhealthy. So many of them get massive injuries or die young. You know, like it's so bad for you to do that stuff.
Veggies in the land.
Now, also to be clear, there's a very big difference between taking like a little bit of a steroid and taking the amount of steroids that they're taking for competitions, right? I was
Aren't free.
I had watched a video the other day about, you know, steroid usage and that kind of like super high end like professional level, you know, stratosphere.
About me.
And it was like, and these numbers are not exact, but it's the general idea. It was like 300, you know, parts per whatever is like the normal amount of like testosterone in a man's body, right? Like, you know, whatever that means to you. And then it was like, so how much, you know, do you think that somebody on steroids is taking? Like, what do you think that they measure at? And at high level, it was like over 10,000. Over 10,000 parts per whatever. Like it was so obscenely out of the range of like, you're like, oh yeah, that's gotta be awful for you. Like it wasn't even, like you don't even need science to tell you. You can just like reasonably deduct that putting that much more of something in your body is not good for you. Yeah, it was just not even close. So there's a big difference between doing like, you know, getting yourself like some TRT, right? Which like a lot of guys, you know, will end up getting TRT if they can afford it later in their life because, you know, your testosterone levels drop, and so you can get a little bit of testosterone replacement therapy and get your testosterone levels back up to like a normal level. But the idea of like raising your testosterone by like 100, 200 parts per whatever, compared to thousands of multiple thousands of tens of thousands, you know, just kind of goes to show you like the absolute extremity that these guys go to in order to lift 1,000 pounds, right? I appreciate the pushing of the body to the extreme, and I also appreciate just like being honest about it. Like, it makes me sick when you see like those videos of like, you know, quote unquote influencers of people being like, oh, they're so jacked, they look so good, and it's like these guys are on so much juice, they're not healthy. It's so bad for you. That like looking like, you know, Thor out of the Avengers is not healthy for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it looks sick. We can all agree it looks sick, and it'd be dope to, you know, just be curling hundreds or whatever. But there's a difference between looking cool and, you know, taking 10 years off your life because your heart's enlarged because you're taking too much HGH. You know? So you just gotta make sure that you're separating health from, you know, physical appearance. Yeah. All of those fun scenes out of Wolverine where they dehydrate themselves for 48 hours strength and have a doctor on call because they're not taking in any water. Really dangerous. Makes you look shredded like crazy. Not good for you. You know? Not good for you. Drink water. You know? Oh, boys, this is bad. YOLO. F it. Oh, we didn't even get the Aegis. Oh. Okay.
Man, let's party like it's 1776.
Guy you work with was a bodybuilder. Now he can hardly climb a flight of stairs without dying. I mean, they go through so much. I mean, Ronnie Coleman's an exception because Ronnie Coleman's actually, his injury was surgery related. But to be fair, the surgery was incurred because of bodybuilding. So I guess in a way tertiarily related, but he had a surgery go terribly wrong. But I mean, he can't walk anymore. You know, he's basically wheelchair bound. Hugh Jackman's workout and diet regimen for Wolverine is not maintainable at any capacity. He was also juicing. He says he wasn't juicing, and I'm letting you know that he's lying. I don't know why he's weird about it. I think because Hollywood is super weird about juicing. But, like, I don't know about for the Deadpool Wolverine thing. That's not what I'm saying because I'm not familiar with, you know, that. But specifically for the last Wolverine movie, Logan, he was 100% juicing. And that's okay. His job is to look like a literal superhero. Of course he's going to be juicing. But he did like an interview where he was like, no, it's just diet and exercise. And it's not. He's an old man. You don't diet and exercise your way into looking like a superhero at 50 years old. That's just not how it works. It's not how it works. You know? It's okay. It's okay to say, yeah, man, I was on roids, and also they edited the shit out of the film, and also I was dehydrated. Like, you know, it's okay. It's okay to say that. It's all good. It's all good, baby. Honestly, man, I think it's in their contracts. I don't necessarily think that they're lying on purpose. I almost guarantee that in their contracts it says, like, shut your pie hole. You know? Oh my goodness.
Freshest veggies in the land.
We won't
My bad.
financially recover from this.
My bad. I shouldn't have died there. I got a little greedy, got a little too excited. the actors using argument is actually weird because saying yes doesn't diminish how hard they work. The trainers and all that. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like it's probably just in their contracts where they're like, hey man, we don't want people to know that you're juicing to play the role. Like we don't want people to think that we're making actors do that, right? It's probably like a studio thing. Like, and it's also probably a wink wink nudge nudge, right? Like the studio can't encourage you to take an illicit substance to look like you're a literal god. You know? But we're going to give you our staff doctor who will give you some vitamins in order to make sure that you're healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's probably just a bunch of legal mumbo jumbo. And then I'm sure in the contracts it says something like, you didn't take any illicit substances because we did not give you any, so you cannot talk about any. You know, like, all a bunch of like, oh, that was actually a super freaking. Does he have ulti up still? I hope not. Oh, he goofed.
My final.
Attack, fire giant.
Uh-huh.
Tell your friends
The
about
most obvious is Crim's Hemsworth. Yeah, I mean, he's obvious. It's just, like I said, I don't know. I feel like maybe 50 years ago it was a big deal, but like, who gives a shit? Like, how many people have you ever come across in your life that are like, yeah, taking steroids is morally objectable? You know, people feel that way about like meth, you know, regardless of whether it's true or not. People feel that way, but who's out there being like, bro, steroids, straight to hell? You know, like that's not a thing. It's not a platform anymore. It's not a thing.
Enemy ultimate down.
Let me place a lid from here.
Hades ult.
Be careful left.
Careful middle.
You agree with a lot of this? It's still possible to get fairly jacked to that roids if you have no job and nothing to do but lift, but it can be done. Of course it can. There is a very high level of jack that you can get when your job is to get jacked, right? When you've got a personal trainer and a chef and a doctor, and you're getting all of the exact nutrients that you need, and you're getting the exact maximum workouts that you need, of course you can. But there's a very different level of potential
Thanks for trading with me.
physiques that you can get within the realm of normal and within the realm of like, this has been doctored. You know what I'm saying? And to be clear, a lot of like your muscle showing, you know, there's a tons of genetics, you know, genetics plays a huge part in it because genetic plays a part in your muscle shape and how those muscles show and all that stuff. And to be fair, a lot of the actual, what we consider jacked is mostly just diet. It's mostly just making sure that you're eating a super lean, super duper lame diet. You know, which you can do for limited periods of time, and some psychopaths that hate flavor can do for a long time, but there's a reason why, you know, he's not on the Wolverine diet for funsies afterwards, right? Because it's soul sucking. It's because it's soul sucking.
Tell your friends about me.
My final office.
can't have it.
Amazing.
But it's mostly just about honesty. It's mostly about honesty, and the reason why it's about honesty, which is like to come full circle, is it's about making sure that regular people that view the content, whether it's on Instagram or YouTube or whatever, understand that
Yes, can't wait to use this.
the way that they look isn't because, like, oh, this person is necessarily working 10 times harder than me, right?
Hey, those aren't
Like, there is a level of, you know, this is what a healthy normal person looks like, this is what a super jacked normal person looks like, and this is what somebody looks like on performance enhancing drugs. And when societally you take that, oh, this is what peak physique looks like on drugs, and you associate that with, like, oh, that's just what peak physique should look like, period, that's just super unhealthy for, I think, the, like, psychology of regular people, you know? It's really bad for your brain. Because then you do all the comparisons, and you're like, oh, this person looks like this, and I've been doing this, and this didn't work, and now I've got to go do this thing, and that thing, and if I would just do this. Yeah, especially for young people. It's the same, you know, it's the same basis of, like, all the information that we have of, like, Instagram is so bad for, like, girls between the age of, like, you know, 10 and 16 or whatever. It's like the information that they have on, like, people looking at, like, Instagram models and then comparing to themselves, you know? So it's just so bad for your brain. It's so bad.
Retreat!
Because then you get stuck into a loop of, oh, this person's like this, I'm not like that, that person's better than me. And it becomes this whole thing. And then it encourages more people to do it and more people to fake it and more people to get involved in things. Because they're like, oh, if I'm not faking it till I make it, then they're not faking it till I make it, then I'll never make it. It's a whole thing. It's turtles all the way down, man. It's turtles all the way down. So.
Precious veggies in the land.
Now, to really, really bring up full circle, the funny thing about strongman, because this is where this conversation started, because all those guys run so many drugs. The funny thing about strongman is that nobody is under any nobody's under any influence that they're not on PEDs, because they all look like they are. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're not like they don't go. The jacked aesthetic is very, very, very rare in strongman, because they're all trying to put on so much maximum weight, but they've all got, like, the classic beautiful steroid belly, you know? That always gives me a giggle. Just the classic, like, I've been eating so much food and I'm taking so many steroids belly. That's just like, hell yeah, you are on everything, baby. You on everything. So that's why it's another part of the reason why I like it, is there's just a level of honesty of, like, oh yeah, that is not what normal people look like. You know? Hey, let's go win the game, boys.
Attack the Titan!
It's all about that good center of gravity. Mm-hmm.
This one's mine.
Hey, those aren't free. You can't set up shop under that anymore.
Attack the Titan!
You guys got this, I believe.
There are more of those
I stopped him from backing. You're welcome. GG's, boys. Holy Chang'e damage? Yeah, I literally did not pay attention for more than like 3 minutes tops this entire match because you don't actually have to pay attention while you play Chang'e because she's the best character in the game. So, you don't actually have to pay attention. It's bigger than Maddie. What's up, Ronnie?
Or Bear when he bought 800 gems from.
Yeah, I wasn't worried about that match. Second we got Chang'e, I was like, I don't know, man. I feel like we just kind of win. Also, shoutouts to Russ. He did so much damage on Suki. Freaking solo laners. Freaking tanky tanks. Thank you for supporting the Twitchiest community. If you'd like to see more videos, make sure you subscribe to the channel and always hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Thank you for all your support and have a Twitchin' day, y'all.